Hey, what is up? What is up? I'm back again. Y'all niggas can't stop me. No, I'm fucking with y'all. What is up? What is up? Man. This is the No I Don't Know TV series, podcast, clown, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Y'all know how I gets down. And I'm about to hit y'all up with a nice little song that I dedicated to all my bitches and bitch ass niggas. Oh, yeah. I need you in my life, bitch, 'cause I need you to cook and clean up my shit, because you know you're my bottom bitch. I don't wanna be without you, girl, 'cause you know that I ain't got no curls. All I got is these naps, 'cause your pussy is whack. I want you to know that our love will grow if you promise you will give me that money and peel me my money. Peel me my money, bitch, 'cause you know that I love to be rich, girl. Hey, yeah. That's what y'all niggas be singing to these bitches. And while y'all be singing that, this is how I talk to them sometimes. I'll be like, yo, check it out. Hey, baby, I ain't got time to be talking to you, 'cause you know I gotta do what I needs to do. Now, if you don't get on that bitch, what the fuck did I tell you, bitch? Get your ass on that corner and make my money. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. Let me turn this shit down. I had to get some hype music real quick. Let me turn this shit down. What is up? What is up? Man. Your boy is back. I guess I got into a little bit of trouble after the last podcast. Now, this is what's so funny. I never said I hated anybody. I just told people to go out and get prepared. But anyway, we gonna move on, because I got bigger things to talk about. Yes, I was at the Clown Ass Plantation today, and it was no fucking joke. I'm telling you right now, man. Hey, I'm calling all. Look, I need some motherfucking coders. I need some niggas that got other platforms, because I'm kind of already tired of this shit. You know what? I am gonna start them for that iStar video vid shit that I know a couple of people do, Corey Holcomb and Zoe and all them. We gotta start creating our own platforms, man. That's a fact. I already got this app called blagenough.com by Boyce Watkins. I be on there sometimes networking with people and shit. I haven't been on there in a minute, but these are things that we need to do, because that's why the title is What Do We Control? We don't control anything. Only thing we control is how we respond to things. Now, most niggas get mad, oh, they took the video down. Look, all I gotta say is little old me. Look, that's why I'm telling y'all niggas right now, I have had tons of videos with thousands of hits. I've deleted them, and that's a fact. That's on my mama. It was niggas that I worked with at the corporate plantation that was sending me the video. Like, damn, nigga, look how many videos you got. Look how many hits you got or whatever. I don't do this shit for hits. I don't care about that shit. My job is each one teach one, and maybe I can link up with other motherfuckers that's on this path for knowledge, because I'm still learning every day. And it's so funny, man, because I wasn't even mad. I was just kind of laughing, because I'm like, damn, I must have was dropping some real shit. And for all y'all that don't know, I am on SoundCloud. I'm gonna be posting that shit on my YouTube shit too. I am on SoundCloud, so if you don't watch me on this motherfucking YouTube shit, you can listen to me on SoundCloud. I know my nephew be listening to me on SoundCloud, because SoundCloud, I don't think they really be tripping off shit like that, because you can't really see me, and I don't think SoundCloud worried about shit like that anyway. I didn't think what I said was offensive. It's all good. Hey, man, you just gotta, it's how you respond, not how you react. I'm not finna be like, oh, these motherfuckers. I wasn't even finna try to fight that shit, because this little old me, hey, for all who caught it, you caught it. You know what I'm saying? People that didn't, they didn't. But I'm here to talk about what do we control. Now, we do control how we respond. We do control our behavior and our emotions. And this is what I want to talk about today. We got to stop being emotional. I watched this thing. I know it happened about a week ago, but I was so busy at that clown-ass corporate plantation, I couldn't even get to it. But it was a young brother who got hemmed up out here in Las Vegas. I think it was last week or whatever. And he got hemmed up and shit because he was out there selling water. Now, look, it's so funny. I drive throughout the city and I see kids setting up lemonade stands. I see all kinds of stuff. I don't ever see the motherfucking police fucking with them or law enforcement. I see a motherfucker selling the corn. My Latino brothers and sisters, I'm pretty sure a lot of them don't have health cards and don't have, they shit vetted through a business license. They just, making their money the way they know how. That's fine. But when it come to us, boy, we always a threat, and they are looking for things. So what we have to do is we got to know the law, ladies and gentlemen. We got to start dibbling and dabbling. Get you a Black's Law dictionary. Get you an etymology dictionary. Man, I was listening to side note, I was listening to this podcast with Boyce Watkins, Dr. Boyce Watkins, and this dude named Julian Gordon. And it was so funny because he was saying the shit already got in my fucking etymology. He was like, for all y'all that don't know, when you buy a mortgage and you like, well, why are you talking about this? This is why, because we get so emotional when we got this little bit of money and we got this little bit of fame and we got these houses with the so-called mortgage. Well, like Julian Gordon broke down, but I've broken it down before. And if I haven't, I'll broke it down now. Go get you an etymology dictionary. I talk about this shit all the time. Go get you one. This is very important for you to go get. For all y'all niggas that got children and nieces and nephews, go get it. And for all you niggas that got cribs and shit like that, stop letting that crib make you so emotional where you think you so far ahead of the game. Because if you look at the etymology of mortgage, it means death pledge. Like mortician, mortgage. That's what it means. It means death pledge. Because they know you'll probably be dead by the time you pay that raggedy motherfucker off. And that's a fact. And then even after you pay it off, oh, guess what, clown? You still got to pay property taxes. So we have to stop letting these materialistic things get us in such a emotional state where we stun on each other. Because I looked at this Texas police thing too, where they was on horses and they was walking this nigga down the street, I think tied to a rope or some shit. These are things that they're putting and placing in front of us to get a reaction out of us and not a response. What our response needs to be is we need to start putting lien on these policemen's bonds. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. And we need to start taking things the legal way. We don't want to do that. We want to get emotional. And I know how niggas act. See, that's some bullshit. See, that's racist and all this other shit. Okay, but what you going to do about it? That's one thing that I have been working on myself about is what is your response going to be? I don't give a fuck about what your reaction is because we always are very reactive human beings, because we're very emotional. We let little things control what our response is going to be. And I've learned that. That's why I just be laughing all the time. You got to go get the Kabbalion. Go read that book, The Kabbalion. Go read The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Go read these books, man. Because that's the only way it's going to be, you're going to be able to control your emotions and let your emotions not guide you, and your mind will start guiding you. Because like I said, when that shit got taken down, I wasn't mad. I just was like, this is what I was thinking the whole time. When my video got taken down, the last podcast, y'all go check it out. It probably didn't even have a whole bunch of views. It was probably somebody that flagged it and said, oh, this is offensive and all this other stuff. But I'm going to tell you this. The first thing I was thinking was, we need to come up with our own platform. We got all these, we got all these people out here with all these great ideas. We need to come together and make some shit happen. Because we do not control this. We don't control YouTube. We don't control these platforms. We got to get a platform that we control ourselves, not nobody else. But you know what it is? We're too busy trying to get the Jordans, get the Kyries, get all this other shit. It's like, man, especially people that don't have money. See, this is the thing. We want to get, look, I don't give a fuck if you got Gucci on. Now with all this Gucci on, but when the police stop you, they don't give a fuck about that Gucci you got on. guilty, nigga, and your ass is going to jail. That's a fact. They don't give a fuck. You need to worry about how you are going to respond in court. But I think we be so frustrated because I focus on shit that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I look at all these things, and we allow religious beliefs to divide us as a people, I feel like, and we don't even look at what is going on in front of us. You know what I mean? We need to let other people carry their own grocery bags, their own laundry, their own dirty laundry, and we need to worry about washing our clothes and making sure our sheets are nice and clean. We don't worry about that. We worry about Jordans and dancing and praying. And I get it. You want to look fly. I always tell niggas, go look fly. But while y'all looking fly, I got Under Armour stock. That's fine. I'll take that. Go ahead, Steph Curry. Ball out till you fall out, nigga. I got that stock. I'll take that. I'm not saying don't go buy the Jordan, but go buy the stock too. Go buy the stock too. So yeah, you're spending money, but you're an investor in that company. And I get it. A lot of people feel like, well, that's white people shit. I think that's our biggest misconception. That's why you need to go get the book, The Prince of Darkness, by Shane White, and it's about Jeremiah Hamilton. And that nigga was doing some cold shit on the stock market. He was the first black millionaire on Wall Street. Niggas don't talk about him. You'll never hear about that. But you know what you will hear about? Not all this Gucci on. Everybody want to be like Floyd Mayweather and everybody else. What is your purpose? Because as we can see, you don't control it. This is not free speech. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just laugh. Cause I'm like, damn, it be so much fuckery going on. Now, I'll just remind you of this. We don't control anything, because when I was posting all these videos of fuckery, if you scroll all the way down on my page and go to this video that says West Side House Party, that shit's got like 37,000, 40,000 views. It gets 1,000 views a month. I have a history of, I know what's funny. I know what to get clicks. I know what clickbait is. But as you grow older, you mature. Hopefully you do. And you don't want to be the same person in 2011 and 2012 and 2013 that you are in 2019. So you got to evolve, and you have to quest for more knowledge. I'm always learning. Shout out to my young nigga Branty. I was on the phone chopping it up with that nigga. We trying to come with some real shit. I'm trying to get around people that could educate me and put me up on the game. And I'm not talking about putting me up on the game on how to navigate through this corporate plantation. I already know how that shit works. I've been around it enough to know exactly what it is. And my perspective, I cannot glorify the next nigga that's at a corporate plantation and a slave, just like everybody else, but if they get paid more, you are a high-priced slave. So yeah, your life might be better, but you don't control that. That narrative is controlled by your employer, and that's a fact. And that's why when my shit got taken down, I wasn't mad. I just was like, damn, we got to come up with our own platform. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I strayed to SoundCloud, and I don't really be pumping to SoundCloud because I know it's easier to be on YouTube or whatever, but it's going to come a time where everybody's going to get, well, I'll just say this. The dominant society knows what they're doing, and a lot of us melanated brothers and sisters are starting to wake up. And we're not saying that we's woke and all, stay woke and all. Nah, fuck all that. Niggas are starting to go and get books and read them and research it for themselves and know what it is. That's the importance of it. Look, when I started doing this type of shit, I was not doing this shit to get no money. I was doing this to get the word out there like, hey, this knowledge is out here. That's a fact. That's why, man, let me tell you something. Anytime a motherfucker talk, like, chop it up with me, I like to listen to what they got to say. Like, it was a brother, a young black brother that work at FedEx, and he was putting me on to Amos Wilson a long time ago. And I was like, man, I might have to start checking out his books. So I got one of his books. Very, very, very intelligent brother, Amos Wilson. Dope. You know what I'm saying? I listen to my elders. You know, I don't treat them like they don't know. They know. They've already walked that path. And I think now it's our time to try to bridge this gap with us and the millennials. The niggas that's in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the niggas, that's the nigga that's supposed to take the baton from the niggas in our 30s and go forward. So it's like, when I'll keep saying this, when the shit got taken down, it said I was speaking hate and all this. Look, first of all, let's just get this clear. I don't hate nobody. You know, look, let me tell you something. I don't have enough energy to hate a certain group or individual. That's not who I am. I don't take that, but I am going to know thy enemy. I'm going to know myself, but I'm definitely going to study thy enemy. And if you go, and let me tell you something, and you go get either the fall of America by the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, alhamdulillah, like the white boy did when he beat Conor McGregor. That nigga said he disrespected my religion, he disrespected my country. Alhamdulillah, thank you. But anyway, go get the fall of America by the honorable Elijah Muhammad. Nearly Fuller Jr., go get this book, man. It's going to tell you all you need to know. Go get Dr. Frances Cress Welsing's book. She's going to break it down and talk about how they wanted to genetically annihilate us. Fear of a Black Planet. Go get Dr. Claude Anderson if you want a social view on economics for melanated people. Go get Dr. Claude Anderson's Black Labor, White Wealth, Powernomics, and you can go get Black History Reader and Dirty Little Secrets 1 and 2. I gotta still go get those 2 books. I'm coming for those 2 books too. And let me tell you something, man. Just educate yourself. Like, that's why I wasn't even mad. You know what? I was actually kind of like, I was happy. That's fucked up to say, but I was just kind of like, wow, little on me. That's why I'm not running out here and doing no coon shit to get a whole bunch of subscribers. Anybody that subscribes to this channel, these are people that are actually, I want them to actually watch it. I don't want motherfuckers that's just subscribing and then when they know a whole bunch of people watching, okay, well, let me tune in and start watching. Nah, I want niggas that's really like, that's why I always be telling niggas, leave comments. Hey, if you read a certain book, like Behold the Pale Horse, shout out to Tamisha. I ain't seen, I gotta email her. But she told me about that book. And then it was so funny, after Tamisha had told me about this book, I was watching Professor Griff's podcast, and that's what he was talking about. Behold the Pale Horse. So of course I got that book. I got a David Icke book that I got to check out too. Man, I got a whole bunch of books. I just got in the How the Jews Invented Hollywood. Very, very good book. You can learn a lot from the Jewish community. You can learn a lot from the Latino community. I'm not soft shoeing. Look and watch. Look at how aggregate they are. They're not disaggregate. See, I admire and watch those things and pay attention to that because I be like, wow, they know how to work for the common goal. Man, niggas can't even stay in a mansion together. You can get a 8,000 square foot home with 5 people living in it and they bound to be getting into it with each other. That's a fact. We got to understand we don't control a motherfucking thing. So we got to start linking up with people that are in a position where they could help rewrite the narrative. And what I mean is, okay, we got YouTube. I'm waiting to see when there's going to be some niggas that come out of Silicon Valley that's going to come up with some type of platform for melanated people. So we can just go on that platform. Man, I remember back in the day, we had blackplanet.com. Man, that shit was the shit. Blackplanet.com, man, that shit was cold. And then they came out with mp3.com. And then they came out with MySpace. And then the Facebook. And it's so funny how all those other platforms are phased out, but Facebook is still here. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, when are we going to come up with our own stuff? But when we know we don't control anything, I think that's when we going to do it. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we don't control law enforcement. Law enforcement has the right to do whatever the fuck they want to do with you. So you need to keep composure within your heart and your mind, your spirit. Don't be acting no fool. I saw the Las Vegas Metro Police Department hem up the brother on the strip because he was selling water. What he should have done was, instead of arguing with these police, say, okay, no problem, officer, I will pack up my stuff and go. But we always feel like we have something to prove. Eric Gardner has something to prove, and now he's dead. Hey, what's going on, Tasha? He's dead now. Philando Castile tried to follow law, and he's dead. So you don't know who's pulling you over. Just let it be known that your life is in danger every time you get pulled over. So what you have to do is act accordingly. Beat them in the court of law. Stop acting a fool and getting all emotional and all, oh, my baby. And all. Stop all that. You know what I mean? And I get those people, I'm an officer. That shit had me rolling, but we got to know how to conduct ourselves because we have to know we don't control anything. Even at the corporate plantation, stop thinking because they treat you a lot better than a lot of other people that you control. No, you don't. It was so funny when I was watching that interview with Monique. I got to bring up the sister Monique because I got love for Monique. And the reason why is because, okay, I may not agree with everything, how she wanted everybody to protest with her because Netflix was only trying to pay her $500,000. But you be like, hey, man, but when you looked at that contract that Netflix had for her, that was a bogus ass contract. And they wasn't doing that shit for Amy Schumer and the rest of them. And I get it. I understand that. I understand it. But I liked her whole rebuttal. I like what she said about Oprah. See, everybody think Oprah is this nice person, all that. These people, this is Hollywood talk. For all y'all that don't know, go watch Martin Lawrence's show. Martin, I forgot which season it was when Tommy Davidson was Varnell Hill. Go watch that episode. Did you miss me? That nigga was like, you can take the children, bounce them on their knees. That nigga. That nigga, it is Hollywood talk. These niggas don't care about you. They are placed in these positions. I'm reading this book right now. I don't even want to go into it, but it just breaks down how people are placed in these positions because they are deemed nice, good Negroes, aka good niggers. Stop thinking it's you. You got to look outside of you. Start thinking outside the box. You goddamn right. And we got to stay on code. It seems like every other race has a code but us. Every other race. They got a code to live by, a code to stand by, a code of what they into, what they don't do. Like, let's just take, for instance, how I always talk. You cannot go in the Arab community and start doing Arabian music. You can't go in the Latino community and start doing mariachi music. They'll look at you like you fucking crazy. But melanated people are the only race that will allow other people to double dutch. You know how the motherfucker double dutch right into our fucking culture. Because when motherfuckers say hip hop culture, no, hip hop culture is black culture. Sorry, we invented hip hop, not y'all. So they'll double dutch into our culture, and then after they double dutch into it, once they're done, they discard of niggas and they go back to where they came from. Miley Cyrus, Pink. Need I go on? That's a fact. A lot of them. Let's see, Eminem too. Eminem making music, but his music is corny and it's pop. It is, and it's easy for you to go at Donald Trump. I'm glad Donald Trump calling these niggas out. I'm gonna keep saying that. Call them out. What y'all gonna do? Not a damn thing, because we don't control nothing. See, when we start going back into the histories and look at like me, like that's why now I'm starting to read. Like I want to go back into history. That's why I gotta order this book. It's called Bacon's Rebellion. I want to read that. Then I got so many books that I'm constantly ordering books when I can. Shit, when I got a little bit of money. You know what I mean? Because those are investments for me, man, because knowledge is power. And when you're not studying and you're not like, now that I studied, man, after reading that Sex Symbols and Stars book, man, nigga can't tell me shit. The only nigga that I'm going to listen to about some religion, like really listen, is the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Brother Reza Islam, some of my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. I'm going to listen to them. But I'm not going to be listening to no nigga that just want to sing and shout. No, I just can't do that. It's very difficult for me unless you have wisdom. Now, if you have wisdom and you in the church and you on some Jesus said, I'm going to listen to that all day because you got wisdom. But I'm not going to just go join any type of religious group. You know what I mean? Because to me, church is in the heart. That's 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3 is this. Religion means to, oh, my bad. Look, I done snatched the thing. To each his own. If you think that's your way to heaven and whatever, hey, cool for you, man. You know, I'm not tripping. But if you are the type of person that feel like this is what's best for you, I'm with that. I just don't like motherfuckers that feel like your journey is their journey and their journey is your journey. And we allow religious beliefs to divide us, and we will not stay on code. I know Jews, I know Muslims, you know, Arabs, which Arab is not a race. Arab is nomad, wanderer, but that's what we classify it as. And Mormons and Jehovah's Witnesses, they know how to come together and work together for the common good. But nigga, if I'm a Mormon, hypothetically, if I'm a Mormon, and let's just say my black brother is a Jew, we'll get into it with each other. Oh, well, he's Jewish. Oh, well, he's Mormon. That don't mean nothing. Racism is about the competition of resources to use or oppress another group or manipulate it to your liking. And since we don't control nothing, how many times I gotta say, we don't own no cakes, no pies, no boats, no ships, no planes, no resources. We don't own none of that shit. If you go watch Trigger Warning with Killer Mike, he showed you. You wanna bet on black? Go ahead and bet on black. That's why that nigga was riding a bike and sleeping on a fucking park bench. Cause we don't own shit. Because they have mastered the art of domination. That's why everybody need to go watch Game of Thrones. Go watch all the seasons. It's done now. So go watch season 1 all the way to season 8 or whatever. And it's going to tell you about landlordship and all this and property. See, first of all, the police department within itself, Fraternal Order of Police, licensed bond insurance. So are judges licensed bond insurance. Lawyers are licensed bond insured. It's all one hustle. You get a ticket. I remember when I had jury duty, I seen so many niggas in there in line for tickets. I'm like, God, they hustling you. You wasting your time. Just go take it to an attorney. But we have in our mind that going to an attorney costs so much money because of the way it's been socialized to us that, oh, you gotta have money to have an attorney. And you do, depending on what it is. It's just we don't want to research it. And I think that's what the problem is. Lack of research. We don't want to research. Oh, well, how much would it cost if I took this speeding ticket to an attorney? Let me take this to an attorney and see whoop, wop, wop. You know what I mean? No, we don't want to do that. We want to go stand in line and wait all day and play the waiting game so they can make you feel like they're doing you a fucking favor when they knock off $20 or $30 and then extend it another 2 months. When you could just take it to an attorney, save up that money. Look, we pay for what is important to us. And right now, we don't control anything. So if we want to control stuff, we need to start putting money aside and putting it to things that matter to us, like me. Back in the day, I wanted some Jordans and some Air Max. If I would have known that all them Jordans and Air Max and bullshit that I bought in the 90s would be coming back right now, I would have never gave that shit away. I would have kept them all in boxes, and I would have made thousands of dollars for all the Jordans and shit that I had, and I never wore them, just to say I got them. So it's like, we worry about the shit that we worry about shit that is not important, and the shit that we don't control, we're not even worried about it. You're not even the author of your narrative. If you go to a corporate plantation, I don't care how good the job is, you're a slave. That's a fact. So I don't care how much money you make, you might be a comfortable slave, but here's the thing. Like I said, I was listening to this brother, Julian Gordon. Dope. And the nigga was saying, what I liked about what he was saying, he was talking about how his mom, he's from Oakland, how his mom was an anesthesiologist, where they fell on hard times. So they lost that house. Foreclosure. Look, let me tell you something. This is what we don't control. You get hurt, you're not able to pay your mortgage or pay the shit that you could pay. Ain't nobody gonna help you with that at all, because you don't control that. Nobody's gonna help you with that. And most niggas gonna sit back and watch you lose that fucking property. What's the first thing E40 said on his interviews? You want to get a piece of the earth, man. The earth is the first. The dominant society will laugh at you. That's why. They'll laugh at you and be like, look at this fucking nigger. But we get a kick out of flossing on each other. I'm not saying don't dress nice and drive fancy cars. Like, go get the cars. Go get the cars and go buy the stock that comes along with the car. BMW's on the stock market. Subaru, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, Benz, Maybach. All these cars are being traded on. Porsche. They're all being traded on the stock market. You want your Range Rover? Just go buy Ford stock, because Ford owns Range Rover anyway. Facts. But I'm just saying, do both. I'm not telling you, well, this is what y'all need to be doing. I'm just saying, do both. That's what I do. If you could avoid going to go get a liability of a car payment, then avoid going to do that. What do we control is the topic. And what is it do we control? Because we don't control no laws. Because niggas don't want to go vote on no laws. We have no problem with letting everybody else go down there to those councilman meetings. And I need to start being active in that shit too. I'm going to call myself out. Because I'll tell you this, when I worked at a recreation center that was in one of the most nicest parts of town, those white people were at those damn council meetings every time. And they were not nice human beings either. Letting that councilman at the time have it. So, with that being said, that's what we need to do. But we got to worry about shit that we don't control. You like, why would you say that? Because that's how they are able to push their agenda on the commoner. Look at how it is today. New world order, one world government. Look at all these companies combining to control things. You got T-Mobile, who finally bought Sprint. I got some Sprint stock. That was one of the first stocks that I bought when I started getting into trading. I've owned Sprint stock for about 3-4 years now. Now they're owned by T-Mobile. So now it's Verizon, AT&T, and T-Mobile. And eventually, it'll be two conglomerates. It'll be AT&T and Verizon, because Verizon will probably try to buy out T-Mobile. Who knows? This is what goes on. Look at the TV providers. Back in the day, if you had cable and you either had cable or you had DirecTV. But DirecTV wasn't prevalent out here in Las Vegas back in the day. As my mom was said, I remember when you motherfuckers was prime cable. Exactly. Now look, you got Cox Cable, and then you have DirecTV, and then you have Dish Network. Three cable providers. And then look, now that they've been phased out, now it's the era of the internet TV, the Fire Stick. The Amazon Fire Stick is like, well, we'll provide a platform and we'll just stream the shit. Now the TV providers is like, damn, they're trying to give shit away. That's what I'm saying. We got to get on top of that. That's why, man, I can't wait to meet a coder. I can't wait to meet a coder that know how to code computers and do all this shit. And I can take my shit to the next level, because I would really love it if I can go live. There is no rules and regulations to what the fuck I can say and what my people could say. Because I'm telling you right now, when I first had YouTube in 2009. I didn't start recording, doing videos until 2012. So I had YouTube for 3-4 years. Man, they was begging people to come on YouTube. Begging people to upload their videos. Begging for that shit. And now that YouTube is so corporate, we as melanated people, we have to find another avenue. You know what I mean? Besides the SoundCloud. But we are locked and boxed out, as Dr. Claude Anderson teaches us. We're locked and boxed out of what they got going on. We talking about, we want a seat at the table. Create your own fucking table, man. Fuck having a seat at their table. Instead of you buying Gucci and Prada and all this other shit, go make your own clothing. Go buy clothing. There's so many niggas that's making clothes now. That's why man, the only reason why I got this clown ass Nike shirt on, because I've had this shirt for 10, 12 years. But when I go out, I wear my Corey Holcomb gear. I wear Pharaonic design gear. I don't wear Nike and all that. Only thing I wear that's designer is my Saucony's. That's it. And if I can find a black, I gotta go on David Banner's site and get some of his shoes and his clothes, because we gotta love each other. Like, we don't love each other. We hate each other, and we gotta stop that, man. Stop hating anybody. It ain't that deep. You may not like a motherfucker or disagree with him or call him a pussy motherfucker, but man, don't take that energy. Take that energy and flip it and love your culture and I'm talking to melanated people, man. Because we the only people that will tear a nigga up. Everybody wants to tear Monique to shreds. And then look at what happened to Steve Harvey. And now he's got to recant and circle back what the fuck he was saying. Because nigga, he was on some Sambo talk. And for all you melanated brothers and sisters, stop being on that Sambo shit. Stop socializing kids to be Sambos. Stop doing that. And I'm not telling them socialize them to be a radical so they can go out there and get killed, but socialize them to be a free thinker, to think outside the box. Each one has to teach one, love and live life. Amen. You can check me out on SoundCloud. I'm going to have that shit going real soon. I don't even know what my URL is on SoundCloud. I got to look that shit up and post that shit. But it ain't that deep, because I know the last video didn't even have a whole bunch of views anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But I'll tell you this. Amen. Love, live life. Pay attention to things that matter, because we don't control a damn thing. We don't control resources. We don't control anything. And then the little bit of control that we do have, oh my God. You can't give a nigga one iota of power. This nigga think he's Mussolini. The nigga think he's Joseph Stalin. You know what I mean? Man, them type of niggas that you work with at the corporate plantation that act like Dr. Dre in the Wash, when he start kissing Mr. Wash's ass, I mean, God damn. We gotta stop that. Let me read something. It doesn't matter how much money we have. They will never accept us as equal. I don't know why the black lady told her she had green money like her. He meant nothing to that old white lady. Who you talking about? What? Oh, you got to clarify that. Who you talking about? What old white lady? The black lady told her she had green money. Well, let me know who you talking about. And that's a fact. See, this is my perspective. I think we so busy trying to get the dominant society to accept us that I think we kind of like lose our integrity and lose who we are. You know what I mean? Like Monique said, she said Lou Gossip wrote a book talking about what one nigga want, the next nigga will, or some shit like, you know what I'm saying? They know what one nigga want, the next nigga will, and that's real. Look at when Nick Cannon walked away from ABC. When Nick Cannon walked away from ABC, Terry Crews' Sambo ass walked right and hopped up on that. You know what it is too? Lifestyles. Melanated people who grow up rough, now they are accustomed to a lifestyle and they do not want to change that. So they're not willing to go back to, and I get it. I understand that. You know, if you go from oodles and noodles and now you eating healthy, because eating healthy is not easy and it's very fucking expensive. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's is not meant for the average motherfucker in this world. I'm gonna be honest with you. Groceries, period, ain't. But I'm talking about you can easily go get some fucking meatloaf or some chicken chip from Walmart and that'll last you for the whole week. But go try to get some shit from Whole Foods or Trader Joe's. That's gonna last you a day or two and it's gonna be out of this world expensive. And those are things that we, I think as human beings, melanated people, we gotta know what it is, man. And know that we don't control anything. That's why I said, what do we control? Ask yourself that. I want anybody who's listening, listen to it while you're at work. Listen to it right now. Listen to it again. Ask yourself when you at work. Ask yourself when you in your whip. Ask yourself, what do we control? Because we more worried about 97.5, the top 50 greatest rappers of all time. But when it comes to Daniel Pantaleo, or whatever his name is, the Italian who shot and killed Eric Gardner, we're not worried about that. We're not worried about making some real changes. The police commissioner's in there, find out a way to vote his ass up out of there. We're not worried about that. That's why when the brother on the strip got hemmed up by Metro Police Department, he should have just cooperate, man. The more you cooperate, the better it will be. You fight it in court. Don't try to fight it and make, some people want to fight it. Woe is me. Look at what they doing to me. Calm. You have to, and I know you're in fight or flight mode because of what is being portrayed to you on the media all the time. All this violence. So you're in fight or flight mode, but you just gotta calm down. I told y'all that time a long time ago on one of the shout out to Nuke. Nuke gonna be back real soon. She's just been dealing with a lot, a lot right now. She's busy. She's handling business. But Nuke will be back. I remember me and Nuke did a podcast, and I talked about how police, pulled me over. This was years ago, and I just was calm. I was just like, oh, no, I'm going up the street. Gave her my information, and she was like, where are you headed? Headed such and such. I'm not going to be like, why are you asking me that? Why is that important? No, just, it's after, and let me tell you, this was an Asian police officer, and I'm going to tell you this right now. This is a fucking fact. She knew that I was too calm. I'm like, oh, I'm setting up the street. And this is when I was drinking beer. Oh, see, you got beer in there. I said, you're more than welcome to check. I had all my windows rolled down. And I said, you're more than welcome to check. Here's my license insurance. She's like, is there anything in the car I need to be worried about? I said, no, but if you would like to search my vehicle, you're more than welcome to go ahead and search it. More than welcome. And she was just like, oh, okay, no problem. Went back and checked. Oh, no problem. Just the way you pulled out of that neighborhood. I was just trying to make sure you wasn't, up to anything. I said, no problem. I've had this car stolen from me before, so no problem. I know how it is. Oh, okay, no problem. Yep. I was super calm. And I had all the windows rolled down. That's what we got to start doing. When you get pulled up, roll all your windows down. Roll them all down. Look them in the eye. No problem, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. This is the way it doesn't matter how much money you have. Dr. Dre is damn near a billionaire, and he was in his driveway, and a Caucasian person called the police on him, and the police came and put him in handcuffs. And this is fucking Dr. Dre. So, nigga, they'll do it to you. I'm telling you. Look, man, I often sit back and I be like, damn, man, I think we got it fucked up sometimes. Like, oh, I got a little bit of money, so they gonna treat me different. No, nigga, they gonna still treat you the way they been treating you. That's a fact, especially if they not making no money off of you. They want you to shuck and jive and laugh at all they jokes, and then they gonna make nigger jokes and all that shit. That's why keep to yourself. Keep your composure. Be an introverted person when you get on that corporate plantation or you get around the dominant society and you don't really know, because they could be a suspected white supremacist. And if they are suspected white supremacists, you have to really, really know how to gauge where they're coming from and who they are, because you don't know these people and they don't know you. And your life is in danger when you're around certain aspects of what's going on. The reason why I say this is because you're more prone to get the police called on you. That's a fact. They're going to call police on you no matter what you do. So instead of arguing with them and acting a fool and thinking you told them off, no, you just, fight them in court. You know what I mean? That's what you do. I know it's fucked up, but that's the law. We have to know the law. And that's why I got to start dibbling and dabbling in Nevada state law so I can know exactly what the laws are. And I am going to be taking time off to go to the courthouse and just sit in there and watch. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy when you sit in there and watch. Oh, yes, that's a fact. But anyway, hey, this is the No I Don't Know podcast. I hope you were able to check out the last one before it got taken down. But it's all good. Hey, man, I'm going to be posting the SoundCloud thing so you can just watch it on SoundCloud, because this is my personal feeling. I think eventually anybody that's an outside thinker and going against the grain, they're going to start snatching everybody's YouTube channel. So I'm already pretty much prepared for that. I ain't tripping. We just got to come up with our own. Hopefully there is some melanated brothers and sisters out there, or dominant society people that is for the black empowerment movement, that know how to code. That's like, nah, we came up with another platform and you can put your shit on here. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for other platforms. Even if I have to pay, that's what I'm going to do. Because this message needs to get out, and I'm not worried about getting a whole bunch of likes and views, because when you fight for your people, you should never be expecting to make a whole lot of money anyway. That's why you work at the corporate plantation to fund what you really want to do. Hey, man, hit the bell, subscribe button if you on code with this channel. If you're not on code with this channel, please do not subscribe to this page so you can be a bot and you can be a provocateur and flag the channel and do all kinds of clown coon shit, because that's what niggas be doing. Because I feel like that's why that video got taken down in the first place. But anyway, life is about. It is not hard if you don't do nothing but read 30 minutes every other day. It's better than not reading at all. If we can take the time to be on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat We can take the time to buy the stock of Twitter, which I own. You can buy the stock of Snapchat. You can buy the stock of Facebook. You can buy the stock of Apple and all this other. Come on, man. What do we control? Remember that. Ask yourself that every time when you see a police pulling a nigga over. What do you control? What does that nigga control right now? Nothing. So your life is in somebody else's hands. So we need to focus on the things that we don't control and take that power back. Facts. Hey, man. I'm out, y'all. Peace.